Hello, you wonderful people. Today I have a longer video for you, but that has a reason. First of all, I wanted to paint a frog, and it wasn't an easy piece that I have chosen. I had to prepare something like masking out the frog itself to make my life a little bit easier. Because I wanted to have a blurry dark background and an overall moody piece. I had a vision in mind how this frog should look, so I worked towards that. Of course, I used my favorite indigo for the background and some other colors. I have used the White Nights watercolors for this piece. I haven't painted with them in a long time, and I'm not sure why, because I really enjoy them. I guess I had many other sets to try out first, but I'm happy that I have chosen this set and it worked wonderfully. So I started this piece. You have to know that I have sped up this process up to 15 times just to make it a little quicker. As you can see, this video is still pretty long, and I'm really sorry for that. The main reason for this video to be that long is that this piece took me a lot of time. I hope you still enjoy that. So, what did I do? First of all, I forgot, first of all, there are some seconds, minutes of this painting lost because I forgot to put, to push the play button or the record button, or the battery died. The battery died when I did the final details on this frog, and you may or may not see that or realize that in the end. This painting came along very slowly, at least that's how it felt to me. I tried a different painting technique from how I usually paint, and I used this technique on gouache a lot, and it worked very well with gouache, so I wanted to see if I can do that with watercolors too. It works more or less well, but still, I have to practice a little bit more. This was just the first painting where I tried this out. In general, as you can see, I tried to lay down the colors and shades from the beginning, but there are more layers to this piece, so you can see that the painting develops and grows with time. All the colors I used were mixed, but some I used straight out of the pan, like the indigo. So I struggled a lot with this piece, and this is basically what I wanted to talk with you about. Sometimes there are paintings that I just can't see that they are lost. Sometimes things go wrong. I choose the wrong colors, the shading is off, and I don't have the feeling that the paintings will grow any better with time. And this is how I felt with this one. I was on the bridge to throw it just away. I thought, well, this can't be better. I just can't save it. There's no way that this painting is going to work. And I thought it for quite a while, but still kept working on it, still kept improving and trying to make it work. One of the main reasons, or one of the main things that I had to do to make this painting work, is make the darks really dark. I had to straighten out the values to just enhance the light by making the dark areas darker. I'm not sure if I can express it right. I wanted a little spotlight on this frog and the leaves beside it. I wanted it to be clear, and so I had to have a darker background. As you can see, I will go back to the background and darken it up quite a lot. Then there's something that I miss. I struggle doing every time, most of my pieces, and this is to add the right amount of details. So this is what I tried to do with this piece too. As you can see, I have spent quite a lot of time with this brown dried leafy thing on the stem to the right of the frog. Well, you can see it now, but soon you will be able to watch me adding quite a few details there. As you know, I'm always putting a lot of detail to the eye and the skin of the frog, and I don't think that everything should be crazy detailed, but leaving out the details makes the painting look flat and rushed. So this was my main issue with this one. I felt like I struggled with the right values, with the right colors, with the shadows, and I felt for such a long time that it all was just fixing things. In the end, I'm quite happy with this piece. I actually think it's one of my best works, and this surprised me a lot. What I learned from that is that it's best to go through with it. Just try to fix it, try to learn from it, try to make it better. And this is what I did. With added details such as shadows and other things, I like this piece more and more. It came to life slowly, and I really appreciate this. I will put this piece in the shop, so if you wanted, you could purchase this. And I will try to learn even more and just enhance my art. I try to be better. I try to be better at everything that I lack. I don't think I'm a very talented person or doing the best job ever. I see this all as a journey and a way of learning, and I really enjoy this. Here I really have to thank the great art community that I've met on YouTube and Instagram, with many amazing people, very supportive, very friendly, and welcoming. Thank you, everyone. So, thank you for everyone who watches and comments, and you may not know that, but I've been on YouTube for a little over a year now, and I never have thought that it's going to be a success or something, but I recently hit the 400 subscribers milestone. So welcome to every one of you. I really appreciate you being interested in my art. I would love to have more time to paint, but as you may know, I have a daytime job and there's just little time left to paint. But I try to make as many videos as possible and as many paintings as possible, and take you all along with me on this journey, because it is a journey for me. It's still something that I feel that I am learning, and hopefully some of you can learn with me so we can enhance our art together. From what I've seen, many of you are awesome artists yourself. As you may have not noticed, I also have tried playing around with the possibilities of video editing. I'm not an expert myself, I just learned it through using the software for the YouTube videos, and I hope it's enjoyable to watch, even if it's sped up so much. I know it sometimes can be difficult to watch. The details and layers have taken so much time, but I promise you, if you just keep watching for a little bit longer, it will get better, and you soon can see why. At this point I was pretty happy with the frog, but as you can see, the painting is still a little bit off. The problem there is that the background is way too light, so it takes away from the frog, and the frog isn't in focus. So I mixed a little, I think it was purple and green, the dioxide violet, and the color that's called green in the White Nights, which I really love, and covered the background with it. As you can see here, it's a lovely color, and it just pushes the background where it belongs, in the background, and brings the frog forwards, so it really pops. There you can see the spotlight on the frog appearing, and this is what really made me love this painting. As you probably can hear, I'm really happy with this one. And I hope you are too. For the next weeks I have plans to paint some more frogs, snakes, turtles and other animals, and here in the end you can see me using some white ink to put in the last details. Although I have added details using color before, the white really makes it all pop. As you know, frogs have nice and shiny and wet skin, and it reflects lights at certain places in a certain way. I have painted thousands of these tiny dots just to make the skin appear shinier. So you can see me adding some highlights also in the darker areas, but of course less than in the ones that are highlighted. Just for your enjoyment, I have a little bit of footage of me peeling away the masking tape. It's actually a nice one. It is quite strong, but doesn't rip the paper, which I really enjoyed. The paper that I've used here is a cheaper 100% cotton paper. Well, cheap, it's not cheap. It actually feels like arches to me. When I tested the papers out, it's from Agalychnis and called Centenaire. And if you are looking for a nice 100% cotton paper that is a little bit cheaper than arches, this might be a nice one for you. In the end, you can see some close-ups of this piece. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful time. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!